But when they go live in 29 minutes, it won't be with Chase, right? It won't be with Chase and Adrian. They're going to do 30 minutes of just like cameras rolling. And then at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when Chase and Adrian will commentate the first, I guess, the better athletes in Linda. Bam, we're live. Oh, how many heats is Linda, Mr. Spin?
3 men, 3 women.
Okay, shit.
20 men, 20 women each heat.
Yep.
So long again, another long one.
Yeah. About 20 minutes each heat. So,
and then that 20 minutes probably includes like a setup.
Yeah, 17-minute time cap, and then 4-minute change. So 21 minutes each, about 2 hours for the whole thing.
Awesome. Okay. Greg Glassman, good morning. Good to see you. Jordan Jenkins, good morning. Dang, I haven't felt this much anticipation since the birth of my last child. Let's fucking go. Wow. Well, I got nothing for you this morning. I hit a wall yesterday, and the rest of the weekend's going to be shit, but it's okay. I accept it. I am a man of faith. If Rich got booted, Civi would scorch the earth. Wow. The reason why I'm late is I was calling around seeing what I can reveal. Because like all media, I am simply a tool and a pawn, and don't want to burn my sources. He was as dumb as Justin Berg's answer was to the question yesterday on why they didn't stream events 1 and 3. Like all he had to say is like, hey, we don't have the money to stream it, but don't worry. We're working on doing the best we can, and God bless fucking what's the guy's name? Chase and Adrian. That's all he had to say. But instead, he stumbled around like a fucking idiot, and it's like he said, "Hey, we're doing it because we want to help the community and spread CrossFit to more people." Like what? What? It's so disingenuous. But so as dumb as that answer was, what happened to Rich yesterday is equally that dumb. When you guys hear that story, your head will fucking explode. But it's not my story to tell. But what people are referencing is Andrew Hiller posted a cryptic post on his Instagram account. And what happened to Souza? I thought we had a little Souza somewhere. Oh, there he is down at the bottom. Yesterday's sled is the same one used in the Army fitness test. I give the test to over 1,500 soldiers. The issue is not setting it up properly. Oh, dude, damn. Okay. Cheapest sled in the biz, man. I was guessing that Rogue used that sled, $115 sled, because you could mail a stack of them to Africa in a fucking shoebox, right? I mean,
yep.
It's kind of brilliant. I'd like to see one of those things rolled up. In a pinch, you could make a blunt out of that. But okay. I mean, what do you guys think about Vincent's? He has a strong profile pic. He paid money, and he's a military guy. He kills someone in a pinch so that I can drink coffee on the weekends at an outdoor cafe.
Seems like a solid guy.
Yeah, freedom.
Yeah. I mean, I did have in the comments of that post, I had that there were quite a few people that were from the Army that said that they had similar issues, doing the tasks themselves. So maybe Vincent just knows how to do it better than those that commented. But
Jay Chapman, Sevanistas were on fire in the chat. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to say this because it's a little embarrassing, I think, but I was enjoying the chat more than the show yesterday. But that's a little self-serving. But the chat was crazy. Man, Zach T. Landry got fucking destroyed in there.
Oh.
Joe Marco, less than 60 seconds for the first CrossFit bash. Nice. Oh, before they... so Linda did start. Can you pull that? What do you guys want to do? Let's look at Hiller's post real quick. And
we doing Hiller's?
Yeah, and then we'll go over and we'll look at the stream for like 7 seconds, and we'll get John and... Mr. Spin's take on the setup, on where the equipment's set up. And then we only have John for a few minutes. I'd like to ask John who's in the top 12 on each men and women who's not going to be there later. Okay, so Andrew Hiller posts another nauseatingly beautiful picture of the fucking goat. HillerFit, has anyone seen Rich Froning supporting Mayhem Athlete at the CrossFit Games East semifinals? He's in the live chat. Basically, Hiller's saying is like, listen, no one has seen this motherfucker. He is nearby, but how come no one can see him? And because Andrew knows that he got kicked out. I wrote, he's under a pile of babies. He's under a pile of people signing autographs, kissing babies, and taking photos. Long live the GOAT. Then Andrew responds with, have you seen that? And it's Andrew's way of saying, no, he's not, because he's not at the fucking venue. He did. The rumors are is that he got kicked out yesterday. And there's variations to that story, but the variations don't matter. Leave Rich alone. Like let him, let the people, right? I mean, he's everywhere he goes, he's adding value, right? Every athlete loves him, right? Every fan loves him. Everyone just wants to like just see him. Oh, look, there's Rich. Anyone not like Rich? There's not one fucking bad story about him. Do you guys know any bad stories about Rich?
Nope.
He blocked me on Instagram years ago, but
what an asshole. I heard one time he was saving 12 babies from a burning building and he dropped one. And only
why did he block you, Brian?
That's a good question.
You remember 2019 in the zigzag sprint?
Mm-hmm.
He I was given a tip that he stepped on the line. It was he posted that he stepped on the line, and I was told that was they were told in the teams that they weren't supposed to do it. It got back and forth, and he didn't like that I said he should have gotten penalized.
Oh, he didn't get penalized.
Huh? He did not.
He didn't
that's
get
where Vellner and Brooke Wells got the penalties and ended up missing out on the top 10.
Spin was Hiller before there was a Hiller.
Original.
Yeah. Even Castro jumped in the comments on that post way back then.
Hey, did he slap you around for it, or did he thank you for it?
Castro said that the standards were different for the teams than individuals.
That's interesting.
That feels like they've been in the rules for their guy.
Yeah, it sure
I don't
does.
like, I don't like that at all.
That's pretty stupid. That's pretty stupid. What's the rationale? Hey, let's just stick here for a second. Has that ever happened? Sorry, Rich, we love you, but here, have there ever been different rules like that for team versus individual?
When Rich is competing.
I mean, it was interesting, and I was told by other teams when I tried to fact check that was actually not true, that they all had the same thing of you need to stay in the line.
Rich, Dave claims he's never commented on an Instagram post. He just said that recently, that he's never commented.
I can go back and find it for you.
Wow. Oh, yeah, I would like that. I'd send that over to his ass and be like, listen, buddy, because he's a purveyor. He lets me know he's a purveyor of the truth. One more thing interesting is that I don't know your origin story, but I heard you came on the scene strong. For those who don't know, Barbell Spin has taken over the scene for CrossFit News. With the death of with the ailing, sorry, death is a little premature. With the ailing morning chalk up and other people being such specialists in the space like me and Hiller, Spin has completely taken over for the news for CrossFit. I don't know what's going on at Talking Elite Fitness. I don't know what they're doing, but Spin's the guy. Is that true, Sousa?
Yeah, I actually double clicked on your Instagram because there were so many followers. I was like, wait, is this the right one?
It's the stop. Like if you care about, if like you're obsessed with CrossFit, like there's this site called Mac Rumors that I always go to that has all the rumors for Apple computers, and I always go there. If you are interested about CrossFit, like you would wake up every morning and just check Spin's accounts. So I heard a rumor that you came on the scene and that something happened and people started beating up on you, so you left. Was it that? No. Oh, no. Okay. That's not true. Okay. So that wasn't the incident. It wasn't that you criticized Rich and then you got ass pounded and left the scene.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. We'll get to that story sometime. Okay. So there's that with Rich Froning. What was the other thing we were going to look at before we go to the leaderboard? Oh, Linda, let's check out their stream and see if the stream is up.
They don't start until top of the hour.
Okay, fine. Then let's pull up the list of athletes. Are you gentlemen okay with this? I just want to ask you guys who's not going to be on there come in this top 12 come Sunday morning. You can start with either men or women. Doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. I'll go through the list. You guys tell me if they're going to be there. We'll do the how many women go? 11?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just go to 11. You tell me who's going to be there and who's going to not. Emma Carey.
At the end of day 2?
No, sorry, end of day 3.
So the whole competition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emma Carey.
Yep.
Okay, Emma Lawson.
Yep.
Amanda Barnhart.
Yep.
Danielle Brandon.
Yep.
God, I like you guys. This good games are going
it's
to be
easy.
fun this year. Alexis Raptis.
Yep.
Farouze Segafi, otherwise known as Fi Segafi.
She's going to be on the line.
Okay, so that's a player that we need to watch her all weekend. That's where the excitement is.
Today is not going to be good for her, and then tomorrow's there's a really good one, and middle of the road.
Another one that may be tough. So yeah.
For obvious reasons, Linda, what's workout? Is workout 4 and 5 are today?
Yeah.
A lot of points.
And you're saying Linda, for obvious reasons, it's moving a lot of weight, and then why 4 and 5?
So it's a max snatch. She is smaller. Her max snatch is it's not going to be her best score of the event. And then the other one is 8 snatches at 125 and then an 800-meter run. It's just very sprinty. I just don't see her doing good in any of the 3 today. And then the gymnastics one, she should do great. And then the other one is a power output one. But she'll do those 20 toes bar unbroken. I actually think she'll be okay on that one on the last event. So depending where she's at after event 6, like she's going to be teetering on the line. I kind of think she'll be out of the top 12 by the end of day 2, and then she'll be back in it by the end of day 3.
Spin, what if she does do well today? It'll be a huge statement, right? That something happened in the off season.
I think she'll do better in the event 5 with the finishing on the 800-meter run. But I do think that Linda will get her and push her down a little bit, and then the Max will as well. So I see her probably in that 10th, 11th spot at the end of the day, and I think it'll come down to the last workout. Honestly,
if there's going to be a handstand push-up workout, we know Alexis Raptis is probably going to win. Does Fee have any special skills like that? Does she have a superpower?
I recall she did pretty well.
Ring muscle ups.
Ring muscle ups. She's good at them.
Yeah, I think she'll be good on number 6.
Okay. A great
She's
interview.
pretty filthy at any gymnastic.
Yeah. A great interview, by the way. I think she's been on the show at least once. She's cool as shit. Carolyn Stanley.
No.
No, she's not. She's not hanging around.
Mm-mm.
No. I think she'll be right outside.
How old is she?
I don't know. Brian, do you know?
23.
If Susan hits the plus button, we'll know.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, 23. Oh, she's relatively young.
Yeah, she was right out. She just missed out last year, I think, at Granite Games. So,
Okay, so she has a future. Oh, she's little.
yeah, I mean, I think her and Fee are the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Paige Powers.
Yes.
Yes.
Let me write Carolyn's name down. Stanley. Danielle Kearns.
No.
Mm-mm.
Gone too, huh?
Yeah, anybody who's not a known name and has a 30th place and a 3rd place, or like a very high finish and a very, very low finish on one of the events, I'm just going to say no.
Okay.
Because then they got a home run workout, and the rest of the workouts will be not as good. They'll be like the first workout.
Amanda Fisher.
No.
Toast. Jessica Schwartz.
I think she'll just miss out.
Yeah. If she was like 5th, then I would say yes right now. But she's right at the cut line. So I think people will jump her.
And Hiller knows her, right? Isn't she the one that did the demo workouts for the Open?
I don't know.
And then Carolyn Prevost. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. You're right, Spin. I think I did hear him say that. Carolyn Prevost.
I think so.
No, you say no, huh, Brian? Huh, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she will.
So you think? Go ahead, Spin.
She got screwed over on. She was one of the same people that had the plate issue on workout 1. She ended up appealing it and then was denied by CrossFit. However, they did not take away one of her appeals, which is kind of interesting.
Explain that. Give me more detail on that.
So this year you had two appeals, right? So if you had one denied, you only had one left.
Yeah.
And she appealed because she said that her judge would not let her go fix the sled to get it back underneath the weights. She appealed it. She was denied late last night, but she keeps her 2 appeals, which is counter to what's supposed to happen.
Oh, that's interesting. Any thoughts on why that would happen?
Probably because they didn't know how to actually fix it or solve it, or if there was a lot of issues. So they're like, we're not going to change it, but we're also not going to take away appeal, is how I interpret that.
I feel like the games has gotten a lot of like, hey, let's just do the spirit of what's right. Like, just go ahead and lift the sandbag as many times as you want. They don't cross the line. Well, what if I do? They just don't. Just don't.
I think that's the problem when you get so many rules in there.
Yeah.
That you set yourself up to have to make adjustments for every single one of them.
It's impossible to enforce them all.
It's why Dave never tried to keep it as simple as possible so that you had those judgment calls.
Yeah.
Whereas now you have so many different rules and different things you could point to that say that this isn't right. And then they go back and say, well, it's, that's what you're supposed to do, but we don't have a penalty for it. Like stepping back on the poles yesterday, or you go back.
Jeff Adler was in front of the line on his last one. He was in front of the line the whole time, and then he stepped behind the red line to pull it to the red line. No, I agree. I think it's impossible to enforce if you have a million rules. If somebody figures out a way to do it, if Neil Maddox lifts the sled and he pushes it faster than everybody else, good for him. He thought he was smarter.
I don't know what the mechanism is. I don't know what the physics are, but it is easier to pull a sled with the rope the closer you are to the sled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not good for the fans. We need rules. We need, because it's what makes it a game for us in a sport. We need people competing, and we need rules. It's a little weird. Lucky Camera Straps. Justin Berg said, good morning, Lucky. Justin Berg said they were going to make great highlight packages instead to reach more people, but the highlights packages for Team Test 3 sucked. Dude, the whole thing doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't they show it and do highlight packages and then make them so they don't suck? And none of it. It just sucks that so many people are just lying and just can't be sincere. I guess he was sincere when he said that the occupational games didn't matter, because those people don't matter. They're on to more pressing things, like the guys with one arms and the dudes in wheelchairs, and they have the class for. Does the CrossFit Games have a no bladder control class? Is there that's a lane that has a slip and slide? Everyone works out on a slip and slide.
No, but what I would say is the only thing they have that's not live on their YouTube page is Team Test 3 Final Heat. So they're not even doing highlights. Like if that's really what you mean, go make a highlight, a 1 or 2 minute highlight of every single test for individuals and teams, right? Just flood YouTube with highlights.
Yep, and Instagram. Give it to all the athletes.
Right.
Hey, going back to this to wrap this up. So basically, if I'm hearing you guys right, you guys think Fee Sagafi, Carolyn Prevost, and Shelby Neal are the athletes to watch if you want some drama.
I think
as far as the cut line, I think those are good.
I mean, that's where the fun's going to be, right? At the cut line.
Those are good names to watch. Shelby, today will be a great day for Shelby, and today will be a bad day for Fee. Carolyn Prevost is probably going to be in the middle, and they're all going to be around that cut line come day 3, and then it's just going to be who's going to get it. We don't know.
And for those of you who don't know, that is what makes the semifinals a little different than the games. The games, you're looking at who's going to win or who's going to get on the podium. But for semifinals, it always took me a couple of years to figure this out, or a couple of semifinals every year. Really, all the excitement and interest happens down at the cut line, because that's where all the tension starts to build on Sunday when they make the announcement. So that's really where you want to watch. Shelby Neal is a redheaded girl who destroyed semifinals last year and had failure on the rope. Carolyn Prevost is a staple in the CrossFit space, and some argue maybe the greatest athlete in the bunch. Totally competent mover. And Fee Sagafi is I don't want to say Rebecca Fuselier small, but we got a little bit of that Spieler thing going. She's tiny, and she's kind of a David and Goliath story. And so there's a lot of she's a fan favorite for a lot of people, and an incredible personality, a really charming character.
Yeah.
All right. Let's roll over to the boys.
This one will be fun.
And you will be able to see this, contrary to what was publicized. You will be able to see Linda. It will go up. The feed will go up in 9 minutes, but then that will be the first heat will be the ass heat, and we'll still be live on the air a little bit. And then after that, Chase and Adrian Conway will come in and comment on the non-ass heats. Okay. Have they reseeded?
Yeah, that's updated. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about for the heats?
Yeah.
Do you know this, Ryan, for a fact?
Yeah, they do reseed. I can tell you. I have the heats here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just curious if they reseeded. Yep. So we'll see those cats go together.
Roman's in the second heat.
No shit.
I guess not for Linda, but for 4 and 5 he will be.
Yeah.
Why? Because he's gonna shit the bed here?
No, because each day 10. Is.
Oh, because there'll be fewer people out on the court on the field. Okay.
4 and 5.
Jeffrey Adler.
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes.
Pepper.
Yes.
God, how cool! Pepper's gonna go to the CrossFit Games. Did he go last year?
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not think he was going to?
I don't know. I just remember. I guess it was 2 years ago he didn't go, and it was like I was shocked. It's crazy. He's doing it. He's such a young man now. 2 years ago.
Dallon's really, really good.
So we talked about all the teen athletes. He commented in a post somewhere recently this last week saying that 2020 was kind of a dark year for him when it comes to competing.
Did he say why?
Just the transition from teens to the open division. He just had a little bit, and nobody really noticed it because it was during COVID.
Okay. Well, good. I like that.
So
I like a dark year. Molly, sorry, gentlemen, I have to go, but I'll leave $20 here. Well, thank you. Keep being the best, Sevan. I'll do my best. You make me laugh every day. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Cody Lovelace. I just ordered my Paper Street coffee. They gave me a $5 Sevan discount, so I'm passing it along. Dude, that's crazy cool. Thank you. Paper Street coffee. You get your testosterone over at cahormones.com or your peptides. Get your peptides. I want someone to start doing the peptides and tell me how that works. Where's Dawn Fail? Oh, yeah, I think it's fall. I think you spelled that wrong, Frank. $4.99. Will Morad.
Yes. I think so.
When's the last time Will Morad went to the games?
Last year.
All right. Alex Vigneault.
He knocked out James Sprague last year with the
he had the 80-point comeback. Who's the Alex Vigneault?
Yes. When's the last time he's been to the games?
Last year.
Okay.
Just keep an eye out for him. We'll talk about more tomorrow, but his wall-facing handstand push-ups were very, very bad, and he barely got in because of those
abysmal
during quarterfinals.
So. I think he'll have enough of a lead though. Like he can bomb that event.
Noah Olson.
Yes.
When's the last time he's been to the games?
Last year.
Is this Noah's last year?
It could be.
Yes, that's what he said. At least on the individual side.
People are saying he's not going to make it this year. Any chance of that?
No, he'll make it.
Samuel Cornvalle.
Yep.
Team last year. Oh, James Sprague.
Nope.
Don't.
Oh. No. It's gonna be a heartbreaker too.
Come on, boys, spin.
I want him to, so I'm gonna say he's gonna sneak in there. He'll be fine.
Lying to yourself.
He'll be fine this morning. Number 4, the max snatch will push him back down, and I think he'll be fine the rest of the way.
I think the next 4 events will all be bad.
Oh man,
hater. That's my boy.
I mean, he on the 8 snatches and the 800-meter run, I think he'll be okay. But other than that one, I think these will all be like below 15th.
Jake Chapman question: do you feel that paying our affiliate fees and open registration should go some way as to paying for media at semis and games? I mean, it does, right? I mean, that's got to be what's going on, something like that.
I mean, the African registrations in Asia for semifinals was going to CrossFit to run the media for the Northeast or North America East.
I'm here. I heard a rumor that there's only 8,000 affiliates. I do not know if that's true, but if that is true, that would explain why events 1 and 3 aren't being aired. Caller, hi.
Hey, Sevan.
Hi.
My name's Laura Spooner. My husband over here, Joe Spooner. We are huge fans.
Hi, good morning. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I wanted to call in because I keep thinking about this. And do you know whatever happened to CrossFit doing away with the 511 vest? Because I don't know. I feel like a ruck doesn't make a lot of sense a lot in the workouts that they use them in. And I feel like they were using the weighted vests for so long, and all of a sudden they dropped off the face of the earth. So I just didn't know if you guys knew anything about that.
I don't know much about rucking. I know Dave's always been into rucking since as far as I can know, since as far as I've known him, before even that company was around. Go Ruck was around, just with his military background. Supposedly the rucks are better for your knee. I don't think I necessarily believe that. I've never enjoyed wearing a backpack. I don't have an answer for you, but I would be willing to bet it just all comes down to sponsorship dollars.
Whoever sponsors the event,
right? I mean, there's no reason there should be a torque tank in any CrossFit event. It makes absolutely zero sense, and yet if you pay enough money, you can get your toy in there.
I totally agree with that. We actually saw one of those at our gym the other day, and I was like, what?
And some people say it's a great training implement. That's fine. That's cool. But we actually saw people today or yesterday win the event because it was a sled and like Jason Hopper and James Sprague, and that would not have happened if it was a torque tank. There would have been no drama there. So.
Correct. So cool. Are you going to make it over to the games this year so we can get a photo with you?
Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hey, but if you're ever in Santa Cruz, we can go to the beach and collect shells.
100%. We're going to make that happen.
And we'll put booze in styrofoam cups and walk around.
Savan, I have a big favor to ask you, actually, and all the guys on the show. I am actually in the running to be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness Hers. And I'm a CrossFitter and I would love to represent the sport. But it's funny because it's really not it's not about how you look. I am a pro natural bodybuilder, but basically it's all based on votes. It's a popularity contest at this point. So if I were to drop you guys the link into your DM, would you guys vote for me?
Yes. Hey, why don't you drop it in the chat right now and let everyone in the chat vote for you? You're natural, right?
Yes, natural pro bodybuilder. I'm my own coach. I've never had a coach. I've done it all myself, had a great time with it. I've been kind of doing it on and off for 10 years.
What about if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying?
Right. No, I don't know about that.
All right.
But no, natural. And I'll drop you guys the link. I'll drop it in the chat. Do I just go on YouTube and drop it? Because I'm watching you guys live on my TV.
Yes.
But, okay, so I'll just go on my phone and drop it in.
Yeah, just drop the link in there. Yeah, and then if Caleb or Souza sees it, they'll even copy it and maybe post it, and we can scroll it on the bottom there.
Oh my gosh, you literally are making my day. It's funny because you vote every day. There's so many weeks to go, but if we just get everyone voting once a day, they partnered with Wounded Warrior Project, which builds houses for extremely injured veterans that have wheelchairs and need wider doorways. You can donate through that too as well, and that goes towards my votes as well. Totally not, appreciated, but not expected whatsoever. Just wanted to throw that out there that they do have that partnership with them. And yeah, I that is just like making my day that you guys will post that for me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
Awesome, Sevan. So awesome to talk to you. You just made our days.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, Sevan.
Bye. And it's going to make my day when Souza pulls up that picture of you in a bikini. Okay.
Right, Sevan, I gotta bounce.
No. He's going to pull up a picture of that caller in a bikini. Where are you going? Where the fuck are you going?
It's okay.
All right.
I have to be there for the morning class today.
All right. Fine. Thank you for being here.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'll be back in the afternoon.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. So you're leaving Sprague's back in, so we're fine.
Okay. Yeah. Sprague. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Someone calls and now we're going to see him like only partially clothed.
Hey, do you remember what the name of the website was? Was it?
No, she's gonna. It was some weird name. It was like a change on the Muscle and Fitness name. But I think she's gonna post a link in the
comments. Okay.
In the comments.
Roger that.
Alex Bridgeforth, seems like Roman isn't going to be close to Justin. Oh, he's talking about at the games?
Yeah. I mean, we knew that the muscle would be great for Roman. So we'll see how Justin does next weekend.
They have a budget that they're trying to spread out to show the event. So just so you know, like I don't think there's anyone over there who's like, hey, fuck this, we're gonna purposely hurt it. There's people over there who want to stream everything. But they're just incapable of figuring out a way to finagle their budget and give money to the investors that makes everyone happy. Wow, look at this. It's gonna happen this morning. Crazy. I love you guys. Caller, hi.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm wondering, do we know what the shortest guy was to do those box jumps with the rucksack? Because I'm wondering how Colton Merton's going to do.
I'm wondering how Colt Mertens is going to do too, almost as much as I'm wondering how that last caller looks in a bathing suit. Yeah, that's we talked about that yesterday. What are your thoughts on that, Spin? The height of the box, because he's going to crush.
I honestly, I mean, he's a little dude. How's he going to get over that?
Mr. Spin?
I think he's going to be. I mean, he'll crush and have way more time than other athletes to do the burpee box jump overs. So he may not be as fast with them, but 30 inches isn't that high. You look at up and over. I mean, it was much higher. It was like 40 inches, 42 inches to get over the log. So I think he'll.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
It is, but I mean, you saw Berman and a few others. I mean, they did just fine with it that were on the shorter side. So he'll get through that ring muscle up complex, unbroken. He'll get through the pistols fast. He'll probably have, I don't know, over a minute and a half, minute 45 to go do the burpee box overs each time. He'll be fine.
What do you think, caller? You think he's going to win that workout?
I don't think he's gonna win it. I just, I like the dude. I like to see him. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, that'll be exciting. When is that? Is that next weekend?
Yep, next weekend, the West.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks. Bye.
He's gonna destroy, right, the muscle ups and the pistols like it's like it's nothing. I think that box is gonna be high for him though. I think it's significant. It's significant, and he's heavy. He's not a light dude. That's a heavy dude. I think he's a 185 when he's lean and mean.
Yeah, but that one woman we talked about yesterday, it looked like had the same kind of stature as Colton on the women's side. She did well too. So I think it really matters how much time you get to do the box jump overs.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you can't do those unbroken, you have less time, and the taller athletes, it takes longer to cycle through the pistols, and they're usually not as good at them as the shorter athletes. So
you think he's going to, does anyone rest over there at the burpees? And do you think Colton will rest?
No, it's just keep moving. It's just a little bit slower. Yeah.
DS, go ahead.
Look at Emma Lawson. I mean, she wasn't flying through them. She was just steadily moving. She made it to the boxes first every time and was just consistent.
I did notice at the beginning, Emma Carey was cycling the burpees faster than her. And then by the end, Lawson's steady pace, she started cycling them faster than Emma Carey.
Yeah.
DS, it would feel weird to win something based on voting 700 times for 700 days in a row. Dude, let's just see her in a bathing suit. Don't. I tried to push all that stuff out too.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
Viva OnlyFans. I listen every morning. Never seen a live. Wanted to share. I do work out Wednesday each morning with my 5th graders. Oh, that's cool. Translated to 81% signing up for weight training elective in middle school. Dude, you're doing your part. Thank you. How come it's not a longer clap? Let me hear. Does it play out longer?
How long do you want to go?
All David Weed, not appropriate. Lawson is a fucking machine. You have no idea if she's a fucking machine, and that's not any of your business either.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah. You have no idea what she does in her spare time. That is not cool. Please. 20 burpees. And I don't think Jack probably appreciates that either.
Definitely not.
Okay. Back to the boys. Let's figure out who to watch. Who's going to be fighting at the cut line here. Benito Boulanger, number 9. What do you
Boulanger?
think? Boulanger. No. Okay. And Luke Parker.
No.
Dude, if Luke makes it to the games, hey, dude, fourth. I mean, in a workout, it's kind of weird, right?
You got to start looking at who's behind him and who could chase him down. And I think he's in.
You do.
Yeah.
Doesn't that Seth Stovall guy also train at Mayhem?
He does.
So the two of them know who's better. Like when him and Luke are standing back there, they know one of them. Do you know who's better?
I think Luke is. I don't know anything specifically, but I would say Luke is right now.
Eaton Beaver. There he is. His head popped up. $4.99. Sevan, you should start selling Where Is Rich shirts ASAP. Oh God, Jesus, John. Fuck out of here. Your fucking negative Nancy shit. Go. Don't you have to work out or something? No on Luke. So man, if Luke and James Sprague went in, that would be awesome. The problem is, and scroll down a little bit more, there are real threats down there. I mean, Saxon and Spencer start putting shit together, and there's 2 dudes at the top who are just going to get pushed out, right?
Yeah, I don't think they all move up. That's the thing. Like, one of them will probably have a really strong finish and move up, but I don't see a lot of those guys putting together 5 more strong events to get up there.
Jack Farlow, any chance?
I think so. I think he should be good on Alt-Aid today. So that I think he could be in the top 12 after the day, and we'll see how his gymnastics do on workout 6.
Another big dude. It must be weird for these guys. I mean, just think about this guy. He's 21. 10 years ago, he was just a nothing.
Yeah.
And 10 years later, he's just a fucking grown-ass man, 6'1", 210 pounds. God, it must be like Christmas every morning when he wakes up and just looks at his body and is like, holy shit, I get to navigate this thing on planet Earth, right? Because it's so new to them. They're so young.
Still growing into it.
Yeah, like he woke up and there's just a 4x4 in his driveway. This is yours, Merry Christmas. Got the Monster 44s on it. Good stereo system.
Don't drive it too fast.
Yeah. Piss doesn't burn. It doesn't pee when his penis doesn't burn when he pees. I mean, he's an operating machine. I'm just joking, Jack. Just eat when you get older. It doesn't burn when you pee. I was joking. Don't anyone get scared. Everyone chill.
Oh my goodness.
Can we go over and look at the stream and see if it's up and going?
Yeah.
It is okay. It's been any rumors? Yesterday you had some good stuff. We got that. Rich has some problems getting access in the venue. We know that there's some issues with the sled. And any other fun tidbits?
Alex Carone, I posted that this morning. He tore his pec practicing the muscle up complex last Monday. So he's still plans on competing this morning and finishing out the weekend, but I don't see him moving up too much.
How's he going to do Linda with a torn pec?
I don't know. But that's what he told me last night.
And what about Griffin Raleigh?
Griffin hurt his hamstring doing the pistols, so
he's toast.
He's out. He officially withdrew.
John George, did Hiller pick a fight with Rich? If he did, not on purpose. I think just Hiller has some inside info on the fact that Rich is in Orlando, but he's not at the venue. So I think it's actually he's trying to defend Rich. But Brooke Wells, great question, Heidi. Heidi Kroom, is Brooke okay?
I have not heard anything that would say that she's hurt, but usually try to keep that quiet generally when they're those types of athletes.
They try to keep that quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I know like Will Morad's been hurt in the past, but he refuses to make it public, and I think that's just kind of how they kind of treat it. So they don't want to make excuses for it. So if she is kind of nicked up, I don't think she'd say it.
Vincent Ramos, you don't need your pec for benching. Really? You don't? Well, I mean, I guess what you just it's all tricep for you? Like, what do you mean? Don't you do you? Can anyone help me with that? You don't need your pec?
I feel like you might.
Yeah, it's probably necessary. I mean, you can maybe keep it in tight, but
look, even my dog is confused. Chill, dog. Don't worry. He'll explain it in a second. Give it a second. Vincent's a smart guy. He'll let us know. I mean, I even use my pecs in ring dips and muscle ups, and like I incorporate that fucker into everything.
I mean, remember all the pec tears in 2017
from the muscle ups, right?
Well, they're from the ring dips, but
yeah.
Chest presses and bench presses work your arm, shoulders, and chest, targeting the same primary muscle groups. Maybe he's saying you can just isolate. Oh, he's being facetious. Well, shit.
Oh, sorry.
That sucks when the guy from Goonies has to fucking help you understand jokes. Damn. I think maybe I'm autistic. That's like a sign of Asperger's, right? When you don't catch nuances and jokes and shit.
I did watch the African semifinals of Linda.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
So that was on this morning earlier.
Okay.
We talked about how many actually finish. 0 women finished.
0.
And
line through it.
And 3 men.
Are you surprised by that? Out of Africa, meaning?
I would have thought at least one woman would have finished. I think the closest was like 3 reps short. And then only 3 guys. Keelan.
You did? Why? Someone wrote, you did? Why?
JR tooth? Fuck.
Okay. So yesterday I posed the question to you. Do you think half the field won't finish? Or you stand by that? Half this field in the Northeast won't finish?
Yeah. I mean, watching it was I saw quite a few people fail on the dumbbell bench press. They're all doing singles on the cleans. So and Africa's floor is shorter, right? So it's looks like the shorter side. So I think it may be a little bit similar on the secondary floor for North America. So it may not be too different, but I think half is probably the right number who will finish. You miss a dumbbell bench press. I mean, they started going out to the sides. They had to recollect them down, get back up. So
there's some good chaos there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot to hit the special record button for this show, guys. Damn it! If you guys ever think to do that, feel free to do that. It's in the settings, and you go to record, and it gives us the super high res record. Danny, $4.99 campaign for Calvin Klein guy to backfill Griffin for rest of the test. I just hope he stands back there again today. And if he can wear another like Calvin, like what if he was wearing a Jordache shirt today? Yeah.
He's watching our show.
I did. What's interesting, so many ungrateful people in the chat complaining about the video. At least we have that. I will say this: CrossFit should thank the listeners to this show, because anyone who pipes off in there and complains about the video, or Chase or Adrian, man, you guys just ass pound them. It's crazy watching you guys swarm on people. Susan and I were dying yesterday. Yeah. It's crazy. It's like you guys are allowed to shit on people, but no one else is. If anyone else shits on anyone, you guys just team up and beat their ass. And the one-liners about the Calvin Klein guy were crazy. They were respectful, but man, it was
leans into it at all. Like anything from the chat, like makes a meme, like gives kind of a nod, like a tip, because that's great for them. You want that engagement in the stream, even if sometimes it's not exactly what the conversation they'd hoped for, but it's driving engagement. It's driving conversation.
Dude, there's a competition in there for one-liners.
I fucking love the chat in those things.
Me
I
too.
love
It's
seeing everybody in there and just getting after it. And you guys are hilarious too.
It's like the Gong Show. Like everyone's trying out their best material.
I love it. It's so good.
Stephen Flory, we got your back, Sevi. Thank you. Kenneth Lap, everyone loves a good ass pounding. Yeah, sure. If you say so. And then did we pick winners for this? We did pick winners for this, right? I think I picked Luke Parker. Who did you have?
I can't remember.
Ricky Garrard. You had Ricky?
Ricky. No. That's who did I have? I had Hopper.
Okay, yeah, good. And for the women,
it was Paige all the way.
Paige Powers. Oh yeah, that's right. God, that'd be great if she won, right? That'd be fun to see her like with that big old smile on her face.
Yep. And then last day for teams.
Oh, really? This is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Oh, and can we pull up the who's winning? I haven't been following it at all. I just heard in the chatter that Proven's not going to win it.
They're in first right now, but it's been
okay.
a lot closer than I think many had expected.
Where are you watching Linda? We will get to that in 1 second. 1 second. CrossFit East Nashville Proven. That's with Nisler and Tola and Taylor and
Tim Paulson.
Sorry, Tim. And then CrossFit Move Fast Lift Heavy has Herschel Walker on it. No,
it's Christian Harris.
That's right.
Will
Christian
Carter,
Harris.
Chloe David Govin, and Winter Rodriguez.
Oh, really? Is Chloe's a former games athlete, huh?
She is. She backfilled and she filled in. I can't remember who she replaced last year, but they finished 7th or 8th, I think, last year at the games, and added Chloe. So I thought they'd be a podium team here at the semifinals, and it looks like they will be.
And then this Abmat CrossFit Mayhem, and then Krypton, and then Mayhem Independence. Are you Mayhem's going to send 2? How many teams go? 10?
Yes, 10.
Shit. So Mayhem's going to send 2 teams.
Yeah, they don't train out of Cookville.
The Abmat one.
Yeah.
Abmat.
Ivan Verdun, Delfina Ortuno, Maria Santella and Laura Sanchez, Maria Camila Quintero, and Luis.
Wait, those are all Latin names.
Yeah.
Those are all brown people. Yeah. That's cool. What they are.
They're out of Argentina.
Oh, well, that makes sense. How come they're not competing in South America? How come they're in North America East?
I don't know.
They got the AdMat sponsorship.
Who's care? Laura Sanchez is hot. I bet she is. How the fuck can you be a CrossFitter with the name Laura Sanchez and not be hot? Let's look at her. Let's ogle Laura Sanchez. Thank you, Jessica. You're doing your part. Oh my God. Holy shit. It's look at before we look at her unclothed picture, she looks like Selma Hayek in the one on the upper left. Holy shit. Yeah. Which one is her?
The right.
Yeah, she looks like Selma Hayek there. Holy shit. My God. Okay, let's look at the one with her giant cannonball.
Dump truck.
Holy shit. So she writes, let me read what she wrote so it acts like we care. So crazy. The more I work hard, the more insane my body gets. In conclusion, there's no woman with a better body than me. What you see in person is actually better than when you see in these pictures. You may see that it didn't take long, but it took many years of hard work. My favorite thing is that the Sevan Podcast pulls up my pictures and tells me how beautiful I am. There you go.
That was verbatim too, by the way, guys. In case you're wondering.
If you're listening to the podcast, yes.
Crazy.
Verbatim.
The thing is holy shit. You can keep going.
Don't go back up, Caleb.
This is nuts. This account. Keep going. Hey, that looks like there's that picture. Oh my God.
Funny years. It was Halloween then, so that was different. It's okay.
Thank Jessica Valenzuela. Thank you. I'll be sending you $5. My goodness. Hey, when all you do, this is just sleep, eat, and work out, right? And this is what and do CrossFit. This is what your how your DNA expresses itself.
Only in
God,
Miami.
Does she speak English? Look at what she speaks English. We got to find out. Like, we got to get her on the show and find out how that happened to her body. And she's happy. Well, that's good. Oh, that was gratuitous. Did you see that guy put his hand on his shoulder at the end? It's an unnecessary touch.
Yeah, he snuck it in there.
Totally unnecessary. Look at this.
I'm surprised he didn't get a little gentle butt pat. Good job. He wanted to. It started to move down south. But...
Hey, you can do that when you're gay. That dude gets a pass.
Oh, I didn't know he was gay.
Just covering for him.
Oh, good dude.
All right. So there's reason number 1 to go to the CrossFit Games. That's a mayhem team. My God. Enough. Enough of her. This is overwhelming me. Yeah, look at Jake Chapman, Daniela Spagella. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right.
Anything? So sorry, Spin. You are a professional journalist, and you come on here and
you get drug into the mud here.
Yeah, you get drug into the mud. Scott Perkins, Sevan has been fluffed as fuck. That's correct.
All of us have. Let's not lie.
My dump truck looks like. Oh, Damien's Castro says his dump truck looks like that too. That's cool.
Prove it. Let's see some IG photos.
Stephen Flores, why? It's like you hate. Why are you even here? It's like you hate us. For $2.
Are you gonna give a crack at that one? That one's a good one. That's a charcuterie of options there.
Sporty Beth, Laura Sanchez, Justin Berg. I mean, I've never seen one with quite that mix.
He almost put it in order for you.
Yeah.
He was protecting.
I'm going to I'm gonna fuck Sporty Beth. I'm gonna marry Laura Sanchez, and I apologize, Sporty. You deserve better. You're gonna need a fur ball extraction after you fuck
It'd
me.
be a makeup bang. It'd be good.
And I don't know if I would kill Justin Berg, but I put him on a timeout. Yeah, a little timeout.
Just a little time by himself.
Definitely marry Laura. Yeah, I mean, duh. You said something negative yesterday. What did you say? I saw something I didn't like. You said, Mr. Bear. Okay, Christine Young. This is getting clipped. Anything else? Anything else we want to? We haven't gone over and looked at the feed yet. Let's look at the feed. We have 6 minutes before Chase starts talking. We'll stay on for another 6 minutes.
What do you mean, like bring it up and show it?
Yeah, can we? Just like a few seconds of it, just so we can see.
They're not starting. They won't start until 10 now. Announcing.
Oh, what?
They moved it from 9:30 to 10. I think that's what it says on the stream.
Yeah, they just have about 2 cameras out there.
So we could have slept in another half hour. God, I got up too early this morning.
Fuck.
Can I still at least see the feed? I want to check it out. I want to see what's going on there. See how they got it laid out. Are they using StreamYard? Are they using the same software we use to do this podcast?
Yeah, of course we are.
It looks like it.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm digging that. That's good. And this is this is one of the ass heats. That's the Samsonov guy, right? That's the guy that does all the dancing stuff. On the left end, the yellow shirt.
Yeah, he's in the last heat.
Yeah, it's 6:30 a.m. here, and basically I set my alarm at 4:55, but I was up at 4 because I for some reason I always get up, like I know when I have to get up, and I just turn on. Go ahead, Mr. Spin.
Alex Carone did withdraw.
So he did. How do you get that information, or you can't reveal that?
It's on the leaderboard right now.
Oh,
So did Mark Hutchinson.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He's withdrawn, and Corby Foxall. Never heard of him.
Are these all individual?
Yeah.
Corby withdrew during the muscle up event. It looked like he had hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, I think I saw medical talking to him.
Yeah.
That was what Froning was concerned about, right? About the ruck and the muscle ups.
Yep. So you have Alex and him. So there's at least two.
Mr. Sauer, Sevan just has to stay live for another 30 minutes. There's no fucking way. I already sensed myself Trump. I was actually burnt out yesterday. After I got off the show, like I wasn't myself for like 30 minutes. I didn't even make any sense. I don't even know if I was like, did I even make any sense on the show? I couldn't even talk. Pistols did it to him. Tammy Lou? Tammy Lou? Pistols,
That's for Griffin.
Yeah. Greg Glassman, Rich said the ruck was a stupid idea. That's why he got kicked out. Oh, I don't think that's true, but Joshua Fosker, Sevan and Brian spin is the double act no one knew they needed. Well, thank you. I'm actually pretty impressed too. I don't know what happened to Grunler. Grunler was supposed to be the guy this week. He has a link. Basically, I just send out a link in the morning and panic, and Spin has been coming on and holding my hand. That's how the show works. Caleb shows up. Caleb's down there. You guys can't see him, and Susan's in the house too. Okay, this is what it looks like we're going to do. It doesn't look like we're going to be down long. Oh, I have the schedule here that Susan made for me.
It's at 8:30, I think, is the next one right after the first event ends, or the third event. Excuse me, first event today. Oh, tests. Sorry,
Not events.
not events. Yeah.
Start time. Men heat 1 is 9 a.m. So it already started, and then women's heat finishes at 11:02. Okay, 11, and then so it looks like we'll be on at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, that's 5 hours from now. Can that really be true? Oh no, that's their time. 8:30. We'll be on in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys. 2 hours. We'll be on in 2 hours. So 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be back.
I feel so much bigger in this box.
On a serious note, at what point does making movements harder start to cross over into not being safe? It's not even that. It's starting to just not look. It's starting to just not look like functional fitness to me.
I mean, that was what Rich's points were. If you listen to his podcast, going through both the team and individuals, it's just so much different than he was used to. It's, I don't know if he'd say it was gimmicky, but he just wasn't a fan of the pirouettes and some of these things that just, it was. Dave liked the grunt style work, right? Get work done, and Boz is taking it into more of a gymnasticsy direction, it seems like.
I'll throw this out there. One of the things that I always thought would be cool is if they made you do pull-ups on the side of a wall.
So you couldn't kip or swing or anything. You just had to do the pull-up.
Yep. You basically had to grab the top of a wall and do pull-ups on it.
That'd be hard to get to Africa.
I'm sorry, right? Or do something like that at the games. I'm okay with introducing more things that seem like that they're functional, but at some point it is starting to go. I mean, even American Ninja Warrior, that most of that shit I see there seems functional, and it just I don't see like someone was saying, maybe with the ruck it should have just been a muscle up, right?
5 muscle ups instead.
Just 5 muscle ups if you're going to do the ruck. Why have them swinging around on the extra time on there, doing the toes to bar and then the extra ring dip, right? Or if you are going to have them do the circus tricks, don't have them do the circus tricks with weight on their back. Those are just circus tricks. Like, separate the two.
Yeah, I like the complex is pretty good. I would have, like we talked about last night, it should have been at least the 3 movements unbroken.
Yeah, for sure.
And I probably would have not had the vest on.
Oh, wow. Okay. Those are nice tweaks. I felt sorry for the guys making them do it unbroken, but yeah, take the fucking vest off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vincent, that's the thing too. The hand over hand pull, the naming of stuff is weird too. But once again, it's consistent with what Justin Berg was saying about how they're trying to promote the event. They're not streaming events 1 and 3 in order to get more people into your affiliate.
And it worked. They didn't stream it. And 3 people showed up to mine.
Seriously?
They're like, well, here's the highlight package. We saw it on the map. I don't know.
We were told we could watch events 1 and 3 at your gym.
Yeah, and then the big 30 million ticker at HQ went up 3 points. Tick, tick, tick. We're almost there, guys.
Oh, this one I think is going to piss me off. Here we go. Helson Albernaz. My wife is jealous about Sevan. Come on, it's raining Saturday morning and you're watching Sevan instead of spending time with me. No, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
You should see my wife's reactions.
Yeah, it's good. Hey,
have you watched any of the team workouts?
Very little. I watched them. Did they start on Thursday? I think I watched them on Thursday.
Yeah, they're so confusing.
Very confusing. But you know what? After like 20 minutes, I did kind of settle in. In the beginning, I was like, what the fuck is this mess? But then I kind of settled in and figured it out.
It's all of it. I mean, when you have an AMRAP in there and you have all these things where everybody's going at the same time, there's no real good way to see where they are. It's just, 40 people on a floor just kind of all doing stuff at the same time. And it's just, it's so difficult to watch.
It looked like chaos. I turned it on for a minute. And I just saw all these bodies. It just looked like a big brawl happening on the competition floor.
Manny Spiegel, that's Justin Berg is playing chess while we play Go Fish. You might be right. Yesterday I was actually in between shows. I was out in the backyard weed whacking, and with my electric weed whacker. So cheapy. Like
just wait for the highlights.
Every 2 minutes it gets clogged with grass, and I have to like reach my hand in and pull the grass out. And I always think, oh shit, what if my hand gets chopped off? And I was thinking to myself, wow, there's so many fucking nincompoops over there that survived. And I'm a fucking over here running my little YouTube channel weed whacking. I'm like, fuck, they really are playing chess. And I am playing Go Fish. Actually had that thought. I was like, fuck, I got schooled by these fucking kids. Mike Sauer, when watching teams, all I care about is the last 3 minutes of the event, waiting for a foot race. Yeah. Right. Okay. Scott Perkins. So what you're saying is TDC, the Dave Castro, has figured out how to program a test and know what's good to the viewer. I guess that is what I'm saying. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the sled pull one way more than I thought I would. I enjoyed that.
I mean, we definitely, if you go back years ago, you definitely there are plenty of criticisms of how Castro programmed, right? But that's all we had. So it's just a different style of programming, and the movements are, again, more gymnastics based. And, at one point Dave was going way too weightlifting based. And that's when he pulled it back and said, no barbell at regionals. And so it'll take a little bit getting used to, and I hope it stays in that middle ground.
And last year at the games, when the workouts came out, we were all highly critical, and now in hindsight, I think that they were one of the best games ever. So go figure. Yeah. Audrey, real men use gas powered lawn tools, don't bow to the tyranny. It is battery operated. It's not a plug-in. Whatever that's worth. I don't know if that's even more ridiculous. but more, I'm just like, David, Audrey, right? Listen, David, just because you want to put it in Audrey doesn't mean you have to agree with everything she says.
Yes, it does, actually, if you want to be successful there.
Okay, my bad. Sevi, shouldn't you be wearing a Froning shirt today? Okay, I'll put one on. I'll put one on after this.
Oh, in solidarity.
A guy from the UK says, I got to plug in too. Yeah, you're not helping. Battery operated is fine. Dudes from the UK don't get to talk about power tools.
We should start the hashtag justice for Froning. It's a movement now.
Yesterday I made a post with I shouldn't tell this story. I'm gonna get we hang out. You know what happens? Have you noticed this, Spin? I'd like your take on this. That as like you can feel the tension in our group building, like people's fuses are getting shorter and shorter, and we're getting like annoyed with each other, and the comments are becoming a little more. Have you noticed that?
Where? Here?
Just in our in our text threads.
Oh, I think it's been fine.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're feeling? Do you want to talk about it or anything?
No, I don't want to, but it's just like
I didn't feel
just
that.
as the weekend goes on, like the prima donna, it's like the prima donnas float to the top. Oh, there you are. Ah, yes, I see you. Just I need sensitivity training. And maybe I'm floated at the top. Maybe the prima donna floats at the top, and I'm looking down like this. Look, God damn you guys. Maybe that's what it is. I'm open. All right. Upgrade Spin's router. I don't know. Yeah, he's somewhere different today. And his shit's in and out.
It was only playing for a minute. That was a good majority of the time.
No, Jedediah. Thank you though. You're a good dude.
Yeah,
asshole. Froning did well. We'll let maybe Froning. I'm sure you'll have to tune into the Froning podcast, or if he comes on here, I'll ask him. But go over and look at Hiller's Instagram post. Maybe even is that do you report on stuff like that too, Spin? Would you? I know you like to keep it to more of the factual stuff. If you heard a report that Froning was kicked out of the coaches area, for example, at semifinals, let's say, would you report on that?
If I had enough to actually report on, other than he was kicked out.
Right.
So.
Right.
Like if there was a highlight package of it or something.
Yeah.
Well, if you heard it from Froning directly.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it's just a quick story and make people aware of it, but
yeah. Would you ever do a list of top 10 biggest fuck ups for 2023 from CrossFit Games?
We're limiting ourselves to 10.
All right.
Top 20.
Okay. We will see you guys in 1 hour and 52 minutes right back here. Cruise over to the CrossFit Podcast YouTube station to see the rest of the show. Let's all root on Paige Powers and Luke Parker and Jason Hopper for this next event. See you guys soon. Thank you. Boom.